Kia ora, my name is Tilly and I used to go to Waitaki Girls High School. I was the Enviro Club leader from 2020 to 2021. I'm now studying environmental science at the University of Canterbury, and I've just put together this little video to provide some advice, share my experiences and give you some tips and tricks that I learned. So first of all, a huge congratulations to you for becoming an Enviro Club leader and getting involved with Enviro Club. It's an epic role and it was definitely the highlight of my high school experience. But in saying that, you might be feeling a whole range of emotions: nervous, happy, excited, unsure, and this is all okay. You've got heaps of people that can support you, there's lots of resources available, and hopefully this video helps as well. My advice for project planning is to do some brainstorming at the start of the year and think about what you want to focus on. So do you want to focus on an EnviroSchool's guiding principle? Are there certain themes or goals that you want to focus on? Or are there any like national events or like weeks that you could align your events to? So once you've decided on a campaign or event, make sure to plan from start to finish. So this is something that I always used to forget about was I'd plan a rubbish cleanup. I'd realise, oh, we've got all this rubbish, what do we do with it now? So you need to think about every step of the way. Think about the equipment, the rubbish collection. Are you going to provide food for the volunteers? How's everyone going to get transported around? That sort of thing. So it's a bit of logistical planning, but when you put it in, it all works well in the end. Diverse events are great. So I mean, your classic Enviro Club events, tree plantings, rubbish cleanups, but other campaigns can be great as well. So think about, how can I think of a new way to spread the same message or reach a new audience. So some of the events and campaigns that we did, for some inspiration, we did lots of tree plantings up at Cape Warmbrow with Forest and Bird Waitaki. We did heaps of community rubbish cleanups around town at Friendly Bay, and a couple in conjunction with Keep New Zealand Beautiful for Keep New Zealand Beautiful Week. We did a few pop-up op shops at school. So we celebrated Plastic Free July, New Zealand Biodiversity Month, Conservation Week, and we showed videos and things in assembly. We did waste audits, launched three-way bins, we did a formal dress thrift shop and rental dress hire. Free food is always a really large encouragement for people. We used to run beach cleanups and then get some hot chips to share afterwards, and you definitely get more volunteers if you share that there's going to be free food. So spread the word wide, advertise your events or meetings with community groups, try get it in the newsletter and in the newspaper possibly. So put it up in the school notices, make some posters, put them up around town, do some chalking on the footpaths, and make sure your events are fun. I think that's the best way to encourage participation, is fun. Encourage your club members to bring their friends along, get as many people involved as possible, and they're just going to spread the word. So I used to find that I'd focus a lot on how many trees we planted or the amount of rubbish that we managed to pick up. But you also need to focus on the volunteers. Are they having a good time? Are they enjoying it? Is there something wrong? Do we need to take a break? Are people hungry? That sort of thing. So think about them. They should be their first priority, and then you focus on getting the work done as well. Instagram is a great way to connect with your volunteers, with the school community, provide updates and connect to the wider community. While I was Enviro Club leader, I also connected with an Enviro Club from Rotorua, and this was really cool because we were able to share ideas, advice and experiences. Waitaki Girls has an Enviro Club Instagram, and I used to post about every event that we did and inspire other people to hold their own events, encourage participation. Think about which clubs or groups within the school or wider community that you could work with. You need to remember to not lose your values in this process and not compromise on things that doesn't align with what you're trying to achieve. Some of the organisations that we worked with when I was involved were Forest and Bird Waitaki for tree plantings, Keep New Zealand Beautiful for cleanups, House Sees Our Future donated bags for cleanups. EnviroSchools are a great organisation to connect with and share resources from. Get in touch with Lucy Ann, she's amazing. She'll provide heaps of resources, she'll come along to your events, spread the word. Inter-school collaboration is awesome. I think like connecting with other high schools is great, but also think about the other schools in the district. There's some incredible Enviro schools that are from kindergarten to primary, and I think there's a lot to learn in like both ways. So wider school connection, I'd say just put regular updates in the newsletters, presentations and reports to the board every now and again, saying what you're up to, what you're doing, just so people are aware of you, thinking about Enviro Club, thinking about Enviro schools, and do regular speeches and presentations at assemblies as well. The Enviro Schools Network has a range of resources, and Lucianne is incredible and always willing to help out. Community groups also have lots of knowledge and experience, like Forest and Bird Waitaki, so always get in touch with them if you need help planning a tree planting or need some advice. I made lots of connections online, as I mentioned before, so reach out to your community groups, other Enviro clubs online, and then within your school. You've got your teachers, Enviro club teacher, just don't be afraid to ask for help. And myself as well, feel free to reach out. Probably find me on Instagram, just feel free to chuck me a message. I'm more than willing to provide advice, any help with anything, or talk about university or anything like that. So I hope this video helped, and all the best for 2023. I'm sure you'll have an amazing year, and I'm so excited to see what you guys get up to.